Let's do my glass skin makeup routine step by step. Starting off with the Saie Super Glowy Gel. This is in shade Star Glow. I quickly just put it on my face like this and then rub it in with my fingers. The other day I posted this glass skin makeup routine with quick with music, and so I figured it would be helpful if I walked you through. These are my go-to products, holy grail products for the glassiest skin. Now I'm going in with the Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick, I think is what it's called. I have the shade Linen. This step is unnecessary if you don't have blemishes that you need to cover up. I could talk about my skin journey in a whole separate video, so that's not what this is about. But the last couple months, my skin has been acting up more than it has in a long time, and I have been doing the process of elimination to figure out what it is. I know this looks crazy, but I am just going to leave it like this for now. Now I'm taking the Hourglass Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. This is expensive, but honestly worth the hype if you want glass skin. It's literally perfect. If you have super oily skin, I would probably say to stay away from this product, but it is so good. I put it on like this, and then I begin buffing it out with my brush. Something that you will never see me doing with foundations or skin tints is swiping with my brush. I always am pressing the product in where I want it. I usually focus the product in the areas I want more coverage, and then with leftover product on the brush, go over areas where I want less coverage. Something that I swear by if you want that just airbrushed glossy skin look is going in with a damp beauty blender. I don't personally prefer to apply my foundation with this. I just buff it out where it's at once it is already applied. You want this damp but not sopping wet. Water shouldn't come out when you squeeze it. This step is not totally necessary because this is just a color correcting concealer. This is the Kosas Pink Color Correcting Concealer. I'm now going in with the Dior Forever Concealer. I use two different shades of this because I'm extra, but I'm using my darker shade, which is 3CR, just on my face. And then the lighter shade 1CR I use under my eyes. This, I've tried so many different concealers. I haven't tried every single concealer, but many different concealers. This concealer is full coverage while still being creamy, and I think that it still looks very skin-like. And I just personally love a fuller coverage concealer. Blending this out with my BK Beauty A506. And then I also always go over this with the same beauty blender. Now that we have that base, I'm going in with the LYS Bronzing Stick. This bronzing stick is so creamy. I wear shade Motivate. This one is almost gone. I have a new one that I need to open up. Blending that out with my BK Beauty 106 brush. Again, I'm always pressing product into my skin, never swiping. This combination is what is going to give you the glassiest cheek. This is the Haus Labs Glassy Highlighter Balm, and I am just going to place this all right here, literally just all over my cheek and the high point of my face. I'm also going to put this on my nose. My favorite way to do it is to not blend that out yet. Now I am taking the Saie Dew Blush in Chili. I love the dewy skin-like finish of this blush, but I also think it's buildable if you prefer a more high coverage pigmented look. Blending this out with my BK Beauty 109. Look at how those two products just melt together. These highlighter balms are so beautiful because they aren't shimmery at all. They really are just glossy. That's the perfect word to describe them. I need to try the glossy blush and bronzers that they just came out with. I need to purchase them, get my hands on them. Of course, I always take a little bit and put on my nose. Now, I see a lot of you on here just stopping right there, which you can totally do if that's what you want to do. But if your makeup is not lasting throughout the day, if you feel like things are fading quickly, it is 100% because you are not using powder products. You can use powder products and still have glowy, natural, glass-looking skin. These products that I'm going to show you, the powder products, truly, you can't use too much of them. They're very user-friendly. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Pressed Powder in the shade Fair. It just slightly sets my makeup, but I feel like the glow still shines through when I use this. I'm using the BK Beauty 108 brush. I love this brush for setting powder. I love using a very controlled brush. You will also see me using a big fluffy brush to set the rest of my face a lot of the time, but today I am only using this one so that I can really pick and choose where I want this. Especially if you're someone that has any sort of skin texture, this is just going to blur all of that out, and you will see when I add my setting spray after that it just melts the powders and the creams together. It is perfection. Now my powder, blush, and bronzer, holy grail, as you guys already know, for glassy, glowy skin, I'm using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush and Bronzer. And I really don't use a ton of product. I just quickly dip in and set all of the areas that I used cream bronzer. I also love using this in the crease of my eye. This is a limited edition palette, but they do sell these in full-size products. Lastly, we are of course going in with the Kopari SPF Setting Mist. This is just literally glass skin in a bottle. It is viral for a reason. Just putting a little bit of lip gloss on while I'm letting that dry a little bit. This is the Makeup Forever Super Boost Gloss in Berry. And there you have it. That is my makeup routine for glassy, natural looking skin. I have been doing this on repeat literally almost every single day, and it is so good.